Haim Regev, Israel's ambassador to the EU and to NATO. Ambassador, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of time. I know it's a very busy day for you. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, we understand, will make another unscheduled return to Israel after stops in Jordan, Bahrain, Qatar, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. What have you learned about U.S. diplomacy over the weekend?
Before touching U.S. diplomacy, let me say that we were very touched by the visit of the leader of the EU in Israel, President von der Leyen, President Metzola. They were the first leader that come and visit the site, and we were very touched by the strong support that we see here from Brussels. As for the U.S. is active. They try to, first of all, we get in a strong support from the U.S., and it's very and extremely important. And it's important also that the region, the leader of the region, the Arabs, will understand exactly the implication of what's going on. This war that Israel, that actually was initiated by Hamas, it's not only the war that Israel, it's not only against Hamas.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that. And we should get the full support.
Ambassador,
yeah.
We understand that Secretary of State Blinken wants everything to de-escalate. Do you think it will be de-escalated? Is it confirmed, for example, that the U.S. president will soon visit Israel following an invitation by the Prime Minister?
We are working on these visits and other. Right now, we are focusing on eliminating Hamas. Hamas conduct a crime that right now we are focusing on eliminating their capability and focusing on that.
Yeah. Do you know more about the exact reasons why President Biden was invited and why he's considering such a trip amongst hostilities? Do you need the president to go to Israel, and do you think this war will be de-escalated?
First of all, it's a show of support. It's extremely important that we keep seeing this kind of support, and we see and feel this support from the U.S., and this is part of this visit. Show strong stance together with the State of Israel. As for de-escalation, right now, we are focusing, as I mentioned several times, on eliminating Hamas and its capability.
Ambassador, Secretary Blinken says it's critically important how Israel goes about pursuing Hamas. Do you think a ground invasion of Gaza will provoke a second front of this war?
We hope not. We are ready to everything. Right now we are focusing on Hamas. This is the goal. This is the aim. And we try to avoid other fronts, and we hope that it will not happen. But right now, as we speak, the focus is on Hamas, on Gaza, eliminating its capability and fighting against him.
Yeah. Ambassador, have EU officials been raising humanitarian and international law questions to you when it comes to Israel's actions in Gaza?
There are some concerns, but Israel keeps saying that we will act according to the international law. Our aim is not to harm any innocent or uninvolved civilian or population. We are targeting Hamas, its activities, its facilities, and do not harm anyone who is not involved. The problem right now is that Hamas using the local population as a human shields against our to avoid our activity, and this is right now the biggest attempt by Hamas. Yes, please.
How are you coordinating with Europe on humanitarian aid in Gaza?
Right now, we are in touch, and we got approached by some EU official on that, and we are focusing right now, as I mentioned, on the military activity, on Hamas, and we are looking ahead, and we will see whatever will need it to be provided. We will work on it, but right now, this is the focus.
There have been also tensions in a lot of European countries with protests and solidarity with both Israel and Palestinians. How closely are you watching this?
We are looking into, of course, we are looking into those, but for the meantime, we feel the strong support, the full understanding, what happened there, the atrocity that Europe saw, that we face, and Europe saw. I think that the implication of that is strong support for the state of Israel. There are some others that try to counter this, but as for the meantime, we see mainly a strong support from leadership and as well as from the street.